What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Comic Cave. This past weekend, we just got back from DesignerCon, and what a fantastic con it was.
Las Vegas.
Every time we go to DesignerCon, we have a fantastic time. We get lots of cool stuff. And shout out to the whole DesignerCon team for another fantastic show in fabulous Las Vegas this year. The first time in Las Vegas, and I believe it is going to be returning to Las Vegas.
It is. He already
for the
announced
years.
Ben already announced the dates for next year.
It'll be their 25th anniversary or their 20th anniversary
and
of
it's
the
going to
show.
be at the expo in
Las
World
Vegas
Marketplace. That was cool. What'd you think of the venue?
I enjoyed the venue. I felt like it was bigger, but from what you were saying, it is not as big as the Anaheim Convention Center.
Well, yeah, it's not. It's smaller.
It is
but
smaller.
It's cool. It was big. It felt big.
It felt big to me.
Yeah.
I liked how spacious it was. All the
He was breathing heavy by the second aisle.
All the aisles were not as cramped up as
I really like that.
Comic-Con
Yeah.
or WonderCon or the Anaheim Convention Center, how they cramp them all together. Everybody was a lot more spaced out.
Yeah.
So you had more time for people to just conjure into areas as opposed to everybody conjuring and getting stuck between the booths or the tables.
Yeah. I like the they had micheladas.
Yeah, well, the alcoholic drinks there.
I like their food selection.
Their food selection was pretty
surprisingly. I got some mangoes, and the mangoes were pretty good.
That's good.
They
my kids got chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they actually had a good food selection. I really like that. The venue itself was very. It was just nice. I don't know how else to describe it. It was nice.
I enjoyed it. It was. Yeah. It felt like I said. It felt bigger to me, but from what you're saying, it's not.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'll pull them up for you later so we can fact check all of this. But,
Thank you.
But I mean, I went on a budget this year, which was kind of
it's something that you've been allowing yourself to be haunted by for this past 2 days now.
A lot of regrets.
I did not have the same feeling. I went crazy. I blasted right through my budget of what I went in with.
It's VIP night. You were already over the budget.
It's very easy to do that at this convention. It's just so much cool shit. It's stuff that we love, like everything that we enjoy, from t-shirts to designer toys to just crazy off the wall shit. Starting with that, the Rockin' Funtin' Las Vegas Fear and Loathing shirt that was exclusive to the show. I had to get myself one too. I got a cool Tokidoki.
Shout out Tokidoki, man.
Godzilla shirt. I also got the sweater that they had there too for the show, so I picked those up.
Had to pick up the Attack Peter Mondo Mecha Godzilla t-shirt.
We also picked up the Attack Peter poster. That will be framed soon. I haven't had a chance to get a frame for it yet, but I will have that in the frame. And that will probably be behind us next time you see it.
There was also a group of artists out of Guadalajara, Mexico in there, and I had to pick up the Kill Bill shirt. So it's tagged down there. What's the name?
Dulce no pronto.
No pronto. Dulce no pronto. But big
That's
shout
a cool shirt. I didn't see it. I wasn't with you the day you picked that one up. I probably would have picked it up too.
Yeah, since we had our families with us too, we had to sort of split up, and then this guy slept in on one of the days.
Went Pop Q or Q Pop and picked up this Nagora. You know me with my vinyl figures. Of course, so go for it.
I'm a big Crayon Shin-Chan fan, so for me, I think this year's theme was picking up Crayon Shin-Chan. We also got a Shin Godzilla, which we'll show off in a second, but I got to pick up, that was my favorite one. They didn't get their stock in time, so the guy allowed me to buy their display, and so I was really happy. He said, because it doesn't have a box, I got to sell it to you for less. I was like, okay.
Less is not bad.
I also picked up a little blind box. I was really hoping for the little Machu Picchu alpaca Shin-Chan. I already opened it. I ended up getting the little penguin eating a popsicle there. But I'm stoked with it. I love Shin-Chan. I love how creative they get with a lot of this stuff. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with those pickups.
We went to Medicom. Quite an adventure in Medicom. And we picked up the Sleeping Godzillas.
Yep.
every year we've got to, I've got to pick up the Sleepy Godzillas. I don't know, I just love that. And then we also got the
Onraku Shin Godzilla. And this year was pretty dope because they included this trading card right there.
That is signed.
That is actually signed. And I'm assuming by him.
So that's pretty
Or
dope.
her, I apologize, by them.
Also at the Mondo booth, they had found in the warehouse the James Groman Godzilla.
Yeah.
So I picked that up.
That's
and
so
carried
cool.
this around. Well, they carried this around for me the whole show, so thank you.
You're welcome.
And then me and my wife have been getting sketches whenever we meet an artist of our cat, and by Sable Land. That's
Shout
all
out.
her info.
Shout out.
We got this sketch of our cat on a primordial sketch cover. This is pretty dope. All in all, a good show.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of limited myself to t-shirts and just a few little toys. I bought some stuff for my family, for my sisters. The kids went with me. Sadly, I don't have a lot of their stuff, and I had written down everybody that they had picked up something from. So I do apologize to all the artists because there was a lot of people that they picked some stuff up from. I go because of the kids. Mm-hmm. The kids love the show, and it's just, I mean, the artists know who they are. I hope they do. If anybody catches this video and I didn't shout you out, I'm so sorry. I had everything written down. I just came unprepared. But thank you so much for always making this convention so memorable for my kids. There was one gentleman who had like this mystery ball game going on for like $10. I told Isaiah and Itzel was like, hey, pick out a ball. I'll pay 2 of them, 1 and 1 each. And the guy was so cool because he said, there's a winner in there. Basically, the winner was more of a full-size figurine, vinyl figure that he did. And when the kids picked him out, they're like, oh, we didn't get a winner. And so we went back. We're like, let's try again. And the guy was like, you know what? Fuck it. We got winners. Yay! Because I guess he had to pull a ball with a number or something. But he said, we got winners. He threw the thing back. He's like, we got winners. And he gifted my kids a couple of figures. And
that's cool.
That was really cool, man. Just stuff like that. I'll find out the name.
It makes it a memorable show for the kids.
It is. And then there was a lot of artists that were just, my son is the way he is. He likes to go up, talk to everybody. And he was asking a lot of artists, did you do this? How was this? This is cool. And they would give him free stickers. And they didn't have to do that because they were selling them. And I understand the show's expensive, maybe to I don't know, vendor numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's it costs some cash to be a vendor there, as with any show. But from a father, I gotta say thank you to all the artists that just hooked them up, even if it was just with a little sticker, because that was just memorable for them. They were already putting it on all their water bottles and all their. My daughter does scrapbooking, so she's already putting all the stuff there. So there's a reason it's their favorite show. Yeah, I think it's because they love to be on that level with a lot of these artists and so many of the creative types, and it's just the vibes, man. It's just the vibes were awesome. I don't think I've ever had negative experiences at the show, compared to like San Diego Comic-Con,
yeah.
New York Comic-Con, some of those.
New York, I had some bad experiences.
Even WonderCon, yeah. But it's always I think it's always going to be their favorite show. So big shout out.
Because like you said, it's the artists. So the artists are all happy to be there and they're excited and they're like showing off their things. And your kids' excitement also brings them like, oh hell yeah, the kids into it. I'm into it. Like here's some stickers, even if they're not going to buy anything. It's just something to get them to remember that artist.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And I think art is subjective. I don't think a lot of people get it. Like these toys I see as art.
I do too.
Don't mind, don't think I don't give them to my kids to play with, Isaiah will definitely mess up that Shin Godzilla. But it's the idea, it's a toy still, and even though it says everywhere on the bag, not a toy, it's a designer toy, it's it is what it is. But being there around all of these creative types really just inspires you and just like it shows you like how a lot of these guys are building up their brands, and this is a great show. This is a good venue a good way of showing those things off, and it just keeps growing. I felt like there was a lot more people at this one. I personally, I just felt like it was, and I like that. I like that more and more people. You got artists from Japan, from Mexico, like I mentioned. I got the shirt from from a group that was out from Guadalajara. So it's international. It's not just, you know, U.S. stuff. And it's really, there really is something for everybody. And on top of that, you also get to see, I mean, now that we're doing a lot more of these conventions, and we're not just strictly staying with comic conventions, even though that's our main love. We got our side pieces being, you know, DesignerCon, Lightbox Expo, Monster Palooza, things like that. It's cool to see some of the familiar faces and how they're venturing out and doing their thing too. So getting to see Urban Aztec, getting his flowers, man, getting to see that Ghidorah, because I didn't get this. I saw the prototype, but I didn't see the painted one. This was the premiere of the painted one. Major shout out to Urban Aztec. Congratulations on all of the success that he's doing. James Groman continuing to be a dominant force in the designer toy community, which I really like. Still regret not getting that Reptar. I should have gotten that Reptar. But seeing, my favorite thing of coming, honestly, is probably the Street Shark that they got coming out. Like when I saw that thing, like my inner child just screamed, because that was my first toy that I ever got that like was really like, oh, this is really cool, was a Extreme Dinosaurs figure. And if you know Extreme Dinosaurs, you would also follow Street Sharks, and they were kind of made by, I believe they were the same company. I may be wrong, somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But to see it now in that form, like knowing that it's a prototype and that it's coming soon, like the King Ghidorah we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, we were like, when's the pre-order coming out?
You know? Showed us the designs.
Yeah, and we were like, when's the pre-order coming up? You know, and it's just like a few months. So I know that I think Attack Peter did a video, you know, saying that it's gonna be Q1 of next year. So I'm really stoked for it. I really hope Mondo does a timed edition, because I would love to get it, and I hope that they keep that going and get all 4 of them. And then maybe tackle Extreme Dinosaurs. I would love to see James Groman do Extreme Dinosaurs, which is funny because I think we talked to him once and we were telling him, oh yeah, it's another toy that I get credit for that I didn't actually design. And it's like, oh really? Because I always thought that he did the Extreme Dinosaur stuff, but he never did.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. What was your favorite thing?
Everything. I enjoyed the whole show. I always have a great time at the show. Yeah. And I can't wait to unbox this and show this off.
And we met some friends in line too from Mexico.
What was the name of this store in Mexico City? Monkey Paw?
Monkey Paw, yes, that's what it was, Monkey Paw.
But yeah.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, those guys were cool as heck. It's just getting to talk to everybody in line, getting to meet with people that you know, have similar interests to you, but still so different, and they introduce you to other things. They tell you. I think you finally learned about Frank Mysterio. But it is Monkey Paw. Shout out to Horace Hobbies, Rodrigo Roji, Robbie, Crazy Monster, and Hao Ming for Hao Ming Mask.
There was so much stuff.
There was so much stuff.
I could have kept buying, but I had to at least live myself.
Yeah, but it was amazing. I loved it. Some of our friends didn't make it out there this year, which I was a little sad by, because again, going into Vegas, it's not cheap. I mean, when I was out here, literally in our backyard, people could commute every day, and so I was a little saddened by that. But you know, hopefully next year we can save up some funds, take some of our friends out there, and just have a blast again. I thought it was cool. I mean, getting to DesignerCon, you know, and then at night going out and having fun with the friends and homies, and that was a lot of cool. I liked it. So kudos to them. It was a good move. I like the hotel, Plaza Hotel. I mean,
right there on Fremont Street.
Yeah,
right
it had that 80s vibe to it, which I really dug. I watched Casino like at least 99 times. And I just felt like I was in the set of Casino, because I loved it. I love how the whole setup is. I dug it. So I wouldn't mind staying there again.
Me neither. Cool.
But yeah, man, there was so much. There's so much to talk about, so much to see, and I really hope more and more people make the venture out there next year to really check it out, because there is really something for everybody, and I don't think it's one of those shows you'll walk away disappointed from. I think if anything, you might walk away, you know, with some regrets of not buying stuff like yours truly. But I think you also walk away with some inspiration. I think you walk away with some like creative, like, you know, some of that creativeness rubs off on you, and makes you want to do something. You know, to be a part of that community. So that was pretty cool. So
hell yeah.
But that's my rant about DesignerCon.
And
Great job.
Our DesignerCon 2024 was a success. Thank you again to the DesignerCon team for getting us credentials for the show.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And until next time, we're in the Comic Cave. We're out.
Meow.